Good morning, people. Welcome back. As promised, arm day. So we're gonna start with the biceps as per usual, and then we're gonna go and start doing the triceps. Um, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this exercise a few times, but if you haven't tried it for biceps, this is probably the best exercise that I have come across that gives me um first of all an immense amount of fun during the workout, but then even after, I feel my biceps, especially the peaks of my biceps, like days after, they feel sore, which is amazing because it just never happened to me. With any exercise, I did preacher curls, I did dumbbell curls, hammer curls, which is a bit of a waste of time, but we're gonna get to that. But I did them all, and I could have, during the workout, I had a very good pump. Not gonna lie, but I couldn't feel the soreness. There wasn't a delayed soreness, an offset delayed soreness which came later. But with this exercise, I do feel my biceps stiff for days to come, and I guess it's because this exercise adheres to the principles of bodybuilding and hypertrophy, which is hyperextend the muscle. It needs to, like, the range of motion has to be proper and obviously all the way so that muscle can stretch. The resistance, most of the resistance should be at that stretch position, not here, not there. It needs to be at the stretch position, and then obviously repeat that until you can't repeat it anymore on each and every set. So we're gonna start this exercise. I'm not gonna really walk you through it. It's pretty self-explanatory. There are a couple of tips, but other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory. So let's dive straight into it. Let's start doing it, and hopefully you'll see straight away why it's so efficient. So I guess the only tip, really, straight off the bat, is the bends. It's literally the other way around. And this is on an incline where my head goes. That's just so I can tuck myself in and be stable throughout. Nothing has any specific benefits for the workout, for the specific exercise. But now you're going to come here, supinated grip, and you're going to go all the way down until your elbows literally don't allow you to go any further. And then you're going to curl. You don't have to bring it all the way up. Here is all right. Because if you bring it up here, it just takes away from the biceps entirely. So keep it there and then all the way down. The way down, the extension, that's the most important thing. That's rep number 5. Oh, fucking hell. I kind of lost count. I kind of lost count. I think it was like 12, 13 reps. It's pretty good though. So yeah, hopefully that explains why this exercise is so efficient. The resistance is really where it needs to be. Versus if you're just doing curls, like dumbbell curls, and you're standing, most of the resistance is done there when the bicep is extended. But for some reason, probably because of gravity, it does nothing for your biceps. It's pretty much a rest position, isn't it? When you're standing up and you're doing curls. So this one reverses the roles. So most of the resistance is down there when the bicep is extended. So that's why it works. Very efficient exercise. We can do 2 more sets. Then we're gonna do some skull thrusters, and then we're gonna go back there and do a superset. Right. And for our second set, That makes 8. Mm, 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 12. 13. 13. You know, the first head might actually have been 14. Just going off, the history of lifting. My history of lifting. It's kind of like first set is more reps, and the second set is like, it's usually the same amount of reps or a rep less. Yeah, hey ho. Right. For our last set, it starts now. Well, let's try and see how many reps we can actually do here. So last set was 13. Let's see. Oof. Oof. Mm, mm, mm. Right. Well, I'll take that. I'll take that. 14, 13, 12, something like that. That's a win in my eyes. So let's do. Just gonna set everything up with the skull crushers and then we're gonna start doing that. Wow. Right. Dumbbell skull crushers. I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but the reason I do dumbbells and not straight bars is because of imbalances, or rather to prevent imbalances. So while you're down, if you have a straight bar and you're coming down with a straight bar, first of all, range of motion is limited because the bar will just gonna crush in your face before you can actually go all the way. With dumbbells, you can go literally just a little bit further, and that little bit further makes a lot of difference on that position. So that's number one. And number two, as I said, imbalances, or rather the prevention of imbalances with a straight bar or easy bar or whatever. When you're doing it, one of the two sort of arms is going to be the limiting. It's going to become the limiting factor first. So for me, I know my left arm is my weakest arm. It's not really weak compared to my right, but certainly my right has a little bit more in it. And that's because I'm right-handed. So I don't want my right hand to do the work for my left hand arm, really, when my left arm gives out. And that always happens towards the end of the set. So dumbbells all the way for me. Personally, more range of motion. You prevent imbalances. So yeah, all the way dumbbells. I wouldn't even bother doing skull crushers with a straight bar or lazy bar. It's a nice exercise, but it's like, unless I don't know, unless your shoulders feel weird, unless you had an injury or something like that, it's not worth it. Just do dumbbells. All right. And that's set number one. One of the other things you can actually see if because you're going to have a dominant arm. That's just the way that it is. But you can actually see if your dominant arm is more stable and it goes down the way that you want it to go down, and the other one is just kind of like dropping. That's an indication again. Imbalances. Fix them by doing dumbbell squat classes. Right. One second, sir. Right. Let's get this over. Whoosh. All right. We've got one more set here, and then we're going to go and start the superset. Ooh. Ready. And for the last set. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. That's it, yeah. That's what's something super. Right. So, finish the curl, and then we're gonna go straight and we're gonna do tricep push downs with an easy bar, I guess. It's not exactly a straight bar, is it? So last week, or the week before, I think it was last week, we did the weight that I have on was 25 kilos, just counting the plates, not really the bars. It's around 30 kilos. I did 11 reps, and then over there I have 12 plates. I did 14 reps. I'm gonna have to check that out before I start, but we're gonna start that anyway. I'm going to start with the tricep curls. The goal is to do 11 reps. It is a superset. It's also my superset. So yeah, that's going to suck. But yeah, I like to keep the intensity high when it comes to arms. It's one of these muscles that they recover quite quickly, so I can really punish them in a day. When I say punish them, I don't mean necessarily punish them. They will still get a lot of stimulus from it, grow, hopefully. That's my arms in general. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. But yeah, I like to keep the intensity high. It's just one of these muscle groups that not only they recover quickly from a day-to-day perspective, which means you can hit them again in a short amount of time. They recover quickly during the workout as well. So if you do a hard set, give me 5 minutes, mate. It's like I never did it. Obviously, there is some nuisance to that. if you've already done two exercises and you're at the last set of the second exercise, and you really, after 5 minutes, are you really not going to feel anything? Obviously not. You are going to feel the soreness and the lactic acid building up and all that stuff. But look, we're going to do this enough talking. And I'm going to go straight into the tricep push downs. And now we do the next superset of three. That's it. That was a better. Right, that's the essential. Right, so it's 14 plates for 12 reps. So here we are. So, hang on, later. We can do the normal second. So, I've gone. That's good. Two more supersets. Right. Second superset. Come on. Oh. Okay. Try sauce. Right, let's go. Let's get it. Right. So that's interesting. I think that was 13 instead of 12. I think I did wrong with better. That's right. Mine have said not really. On this fall, this one said really. So let's see how the flexibility do look like. That's what it says. Yeah, we have that. Right. Final superset of forearms. Wow. That's it for the biceps. Let's finish with the triceps. Get the hammer here. Well, the winner did better than Super. There was probably a bit quicker. That's why the 13 and not 12. There's, if you go bigger, they just uses the overall time to spend in the set than during the set. So, it makes sense. Anyway, let's get that out of the way. Oh, 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 okay. I was still, I think. I'm pretty sure it was still. So, that's it for the day. Very, very nice fun. Very, very nice fun. I'm not gonna lie. Happy about that. So yeah, I'm gonna see you tomorrow with another upper body session. What do we got after that? We have legs. It's not the day after that. So